Kimberly here, and today I want to talk to you about coloring with Copic markers and how to make something that is metal look metal and shiny. And what brought this on is these adorable new images from My Favorite Things Stamps and Miss Tina, these little robots. I mean, how cute are those? And then here is the whole set you can see here, Bionic Bots, with some really adorable images and sentiments on there. And I wanted to show you how to color things to make them look a little bit shiny, like my robot looks shiny here on my card. What I've done is I have taken, and I've already die cut some Copic, the Express card, the blending card from Express It. So I've already cut those, and I want to show you how I stamp my images like this. So when they have a coordinating image, I'm going to cut it first, and then I'm going to ink up my stamp. And I am using my favorite ink for coloring with Copics, which is this My Favorite Things Hybrid Black Licorice ink, and that's my favorite. When I'm going to stamp, I put it on a dark background so that I can see through my black better and line things up. I like to start at the bottom of my image and work my way up. So I'm going to look and make sure that from top to bottom, that from all the edges, everything's angled right, and then go straight down and stamp my image. Honestly, sometimes I misalign it, and it happens, and I just figure it's paper. Just cut another piece and give it another shot. So now that that's ready to go, let's go in and start talking about the markers that we are going to use. I'm going to be using my sketch markers, and what I've grabbed is I have grabbed my C's, and I still have one more yet, but I won't get that dark here. C's are a cool gray, and these work for when you are trying to make something have a metallic cold look. So something like metal for robots, or I've used this for coloring knights in armor, those kind of things. So that's what C's are really useful for. I'm always going to start with my lightest color Copic, and where I'm going to focus on is I'm going to focus on the middle of his body, because that's going to be the best place to demonstrate how to do this. I'm going to color to about his center and stop. And the reason I'm going to do that is I am trying to leave this line of shine that is going to stand out. I'm going to make it just a little bit thinner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work all my darker colors outward from here. So I have started with my lightest color, and I did my C2. Now I'm going to go in, I'm going to go next one up. I have a C3, and I'm going to go in a little bit farther than I started and go to about here and work this color out. About here. And again, I'm working away from the center, trying to leave that center all shiny. Okay, go to the next one. So my next one's going to be my C5. And again, just a little bit in. I don't think you have to be exactly how far you go in. I think you just kind of eyeball it and kind of get the look that you like. I'm gonna make him so he's a little less dark on this side. So I'm gonna leave a little bit more light color exposed on this side. Okay. And for this one, I have two more I could go, but I just feel like in the size of the image is I don't need to go any farther than this into the 10. So I'm going to put the 10 away. I'm just going to go to my 7. And my 7, I'm going to come out a little ways, but not very far, because I want that to be my deepest location. You can see I'm kind of rounding the corners there a little bit with my deepest color. And over here, I think I'm going to go just a little bit farther out. Okay, so there we go. So now we have to start to have the look. And now we can go back and blend. And when I blend, I like to use my lightest color to blend. So I'm going to go back where I kind of started from and blend into these colors. And this is going to take a little bit of putzing. But, you know, they say coloring is really good for you. It makes you happy, reduces stress, so I think that's a good thing. Okay, so there I've kind of blended those out a little bit. Go back a little bit more. Blend a little more. Okay, now to keep this center really white, I'm going to use my blending tool and just blend out the first amount of color, first little bit of color. Because remember, your blender tool is just pushing the ink, pushing the suspended pigment and the other markers away. All right, so now it's not quite as smooth looking as I want it to be, so now I can go back in and just continue to add some more layers. And you can see when it's wet how much easier everything blends out. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go back right here, blend that a little bit. He's got a pretty big shiny center, but that's okay. And let's do the heart really quickly. I'll just grab this R37 here. It's just a cute bright color. Finish off his heart. So there we have his body. So the whole idea here is by leaving this blank space to the middle and blending your colors to the outside, he's going to get this shiny look, like he is round and metallic and just fantastic. So there you go. Have fun coloring some metallic robots with your Copic markers.